Welcome! You clicked on this video because you're ready to unlock something truly special. You're here because you want to learn English, not just learn it, but truly master it, feel it, live it. And you know what? By the end of this video, you will not only have taken a massive leap in your English journey, but you'll also feel incredibly motivated, ready to conquer any linguistic challenge. Today, we're diving deep into the next chapter of a magical world, a story that continues to captivate millions, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. We're not just reading a story, we're using it as your secret weapon to learn English fast. And guess what? The key is shadowing. You'll hear the words, you'll repeat them, and your brain will soak it all in. This isn't just listening, it's active learning. Get ready to transform your English, one thrilling sentence at a time. A miserable summer. Our story begins with Harry Potter. Not at Hogwarts, but back with the Dursleys. At Privet Drive. A miserable place. For Harry. He hated it. They hated him. Uncle Vernon. And Petunia. And Dudley. They treated him terribly. Again. He couldn't use magic. Out of school. He was lonely. So lonely. He missed his friends. Ron. Hermione. He missed Hogwarts. Terribly. He had no letters. No calls. From Ron. From Hermione. This was strange. Very strange. He felt abandoned. Forgotten. Then, one night, a creature appeared. In his bedroom. A small, odd creature. Huge green eyes. Big ears. It was Dobby. A house elf. Dobby was strange. He spoke oddly. He kept hitting himself. With a lamp. With Harry's headboard. Dobby had a warning. Harry Potter must not return to Hogwarts. He squeaked. He said it was dangerous. He said Harry was in peril. Dobby was desperate. To keep Harry away. He caused chaos. He dropped a pudding. On a guest's head. The Dursleys were furious. Absolutely livid. They locked Harry up. Bars on his window. Food through a cat flap. He was a prisoner. A wizard prisoner. It was horrible. But then, a light. In the darkness. A flying car. A turquoise Ford Anglia. It arrived outside his window. Ron Weasley was in it. And Fred. And George. Ron's older twin brothers. They had come to rescue him. Harry was so relieved. So happy. They broke the bars. They pulled him out. They flew him away. In the car. To the Burrow. The Weasley family home. It was wonderful. The Burrow and Diagon Alley. The Burrow was magical. Warm. Cozy. Crooked. It felt like home. Mrs. Weasley was kind. She cooked amazing food. She hugged Harry. Like a son. The Weasley children were great. Ron. Fred. George. Percy. Ginny. Little Ginny. She was shy. She blushed around Harry. Harry had never known such happiness. Such a family. It was a dream. Life at the Burrow was fun. They played Quidditch. In the orchard. They helped Mrs. Weasley. With chores. Gnomes in the garden. They de-gnomed it. It was loud. It was messy. It was perfect. Harry felt truly happy. For the first time. In a long time. Soon, it was time for school shopping. They traveled by Powder. To Diagon Alley. A risky trip. Harry ended up in Nocturne Alley. A dark place. Filled with dark magic. He was scared. But Hagrid found him. Thank goodness. They met Hermione there. She was happy to see them. They went to Gilderoy Lockhart's book signing. Lockhart was a famous wizard. A celebrity. He wrote many books. About his adventures. He was very handsome. Very charming. But also, very vain. And a bit odd. He was to be their new defense against the dark arts teacher. Something felt wrong. In Diagon Alley. Lucius Malfoy was there. Draco's father. A mean man. He had a strange encounter with Mr. Weasley. A fight almost started. Malfoy was holding something. Something small. He slipped it into Ginny's cauldron. Harry saw it. But what was it? He didn't know. A sense of unease. It settled in Harry's stomach. Strange happenings at Hogwarts. The school year began. Back on the Hogwarts Express. But they missed it. Harry and Ron. They couldn't get through the barrier to platform 9 3/4. They decided to fly the car, the enchanted Ford Anglia, all the way to Hogwarts. It was a terrifying flight. They nearly crashed into the Whomping Willow, a violent tree. Ron's wand broke. It was a close call. They got detention. Big trouble. Hogwarts was different this year. Strange things happened. Whispers filled the halls. A voice. Harry heard it. A cold, chilling voice. No one else heard it. Was he going mad? He worried. Then, a shocking discovery. Mrs. Norris, Filch's cat, found petrified. Frozen. Stiff. Hanging from the wall. A message was written. In blood. On the wall. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the heir, beware. Fear spread through the school. What was the Chamber of Secrets? Who was the heir? More attacks followed. Colin Creevey. Justin Finch-Fletchley. Both petrified. The voice grew stronger. Harry kept hearing it. It seemed to come from the walls. Ron and Hermione were worried about Harry. They tried to help. They researched. They looked for answers. Harry was suspected. Because he heard voices. And he could speak Parseltongue. The language of snakes. He spoke it in a duel. With Draco Malfoy. Everyone heard him. They thought he was the heir. They thought he was attacking students. He was isolated. Scared. Misunderstood. It was a terrible feeling. Ron and Hermione didn't believe it. They stood by Harry. They were true friends. They made Polyjuice Potion. A forbidden potion. To turn into other people. They wanted to question Draco Malfoy. They thought he was the heir. They wanted to find out. The potion was difficult. It tasted awful. They transformed. Ron into Crab. Harry into Goyle. Hermione, well, she accidentally used cat hair. She grew fur. And a tail. She ended up in the hospital wing. For weeks. Their plan failed. Draco was not the heir. But they learned something. The chamber was opened before. 50 years ago. Someone died. A girl. Myrtle. Moaning Myrtle. A ghost. She haunted the girls' bathroom. They knew they were getting closer. To the truth. The mystery deepens. The attacks continued. More students petrified. Hermione was attacked. She was found rigid. Petrified. Harry and Ron were devastated. Their best friend. Gone. For now. But Hermione had clutched something. A page from a book. In her petrified hand. It was about the basilisk. A giant snake. It killed with its eyes. Petrified with its reflection. That was it. The monster. The source of the voice. The Chamber of Secrets held a basilisk. They found another clue. A diary. Tom Riddle's diary. Harry found it. In Myrtle's bathroom. The diary was empty. But it wrote back. When Harry wrote in it, he saw scenes from the past. 50 years ago. Tom Riddle was a student. He solved the mystery. He caught Hagrid. Hagrid was innocent. He had been framed. The chamber was opened before. And someone else was blamed. Harry learned the truth. Or so he thought. Suddenly, Ginny Weasley was taken. Into the chamber. Abducted. A message on the wall. Her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Ron was terrified. He loved his sister. Harry knew he had to act. He had to go. To save Ginny. Ron and Harry went to find Hagrid. To ask him? But Hagrid was arrested. By Cornelius Fudge, the Minister of Magic, and Lucius Malfoy. Malfoy seemed very pleased. As Hagrid was taken away, Hagrid gave them a clue. "Follow the spiders," he whispered. They followed the spiders into the Forbidden Forest. They found Aragog, a huge spider, king of the Acromantulas. He was terrifying. Aragog told them Hagrid was innocent. He didn't open the chamber. But Aragog couldn't tell them who did, or what the monster was. Just that it was ancient, and hated spiders. They barely escaped, with their lives. The Chamber of Secrets. Harry and Ron finally figured it out. The entrance to the chamber. It was in Myrtle's bathroom. Harry remembered the voice. He spoke Parseltongue. To the sink. A secret entrance opened. A long, dark tunnel. They were ready to face the monster. To save Ginny. They descended down into the darkness. They found a giant, slimy tunnel. They saw scales. Huge scales. They knew they were close. They found Ginny lying on the floor, unconscious, almost dead. Next to her, a boy, tall, handsome, Tom Riddle. But he was transparent, like a ghost. He was the one who lured Ginny. He was the one who opened the chamber. He was the heir of Slytherin. And he was not a ghost. He was a memory. A fragment of a soul. Voldemort's soul. Tom Riddle explained everything. He was Slytherin's heir. He opened the chamber 50 years ago. He framed Hagrid. Ginny found his diary. She wrote in it. He manipulated her. He possessed her. He made her open the chamber again. He grew stronger, feeding on her life force. He revealed his true name. Tom Marvolo Riddle. An anagram of I am Lord Voldemort. A truly shocking moment. Harry was facing Voldemort. Again. Voldemort summoned the Basilisk. A terrifying, giant snake. It emerged from Slytherin's mouth. In a giant stone statue. Its eyes were deadly. Harry couldn't look. He heard Dumbledore's phoenix. Fawkes. It flew down. With the Sorting Hat. Harry was almost blind. From the Basilisk's reflection. Fawkes attacked the Basilisk's eyes, pecking them out. The Basilisk was blind, but still deadly. Harry pulled a sword from the Sorting Hat. Godric Gryffindor's sword. He plunged it into the Basilisk's mouth. He killed it. The monster was dead. But then, disaster struck. A basilisk fang stung Harry's arm. It was poisoned. Deadly poison. Harry was dying. Voldemort gloated. "You are finished, Harry Potter!" Fawkes cried. Tears fell on Harry's wound. Phoenix tears. They healed him. Miraculously. Phoenix tears have healing power. Harry was saved. He grabbed the basilisk fang. He looked at the diary. Tom Riddle's diary. He knew what to do. He stabbed the diary with the fang. The ink bled. Tom Riddle screamed. He faded away. Vanished. Voldemort was defeated. Again. Ginny woke up. Pale. Weak. But alive. The aftermath. Harry, Ron, and Ginny returned to the surface. They found Lockhart. His memory erased. By his own spell. Intended for Harry and Ron. A pathetic sight. They returned to the Great Hall. Everyone was there. Dumbledore. McGonagall. Mr. and Mrs. Weasley. Dumbledore believed Harry. He knew Harry was innocent. He reinstated Hagrid. Hagrid returned to cheers. Lucius Malfoy was there. Angry. He tried to trick Harry into freeing Dobby. He threw a sock at Dobby. Harry caught it. He tricked Malfoy. Dobby was free. Dobby was ecstatic. Harry Potter freed Dobby, he cried. Dobby was so grateful. Malfoy was furious. The school year ended. Peace returned to Hogwarts. Hermione woke up, fully recovered. And she was thrilled. She hugged Harry and Ron. All the petrified students recovered. It was a happy ending. For now, Harry had faced danger. He had faced Voldemort. He had survived. He had saved Ginny. He had proven his courage, his loyalty, his goodness. He returned to the Dursleys. Just for the summer. But things were different. He carried the knowledge of what he had faced, of what he had conquered. He was stronger, wiser. He knew his true self. He knew the power of friendship, the power of courage, the power of love. This story is powerful. It teaches us so much. About facing fear. About standing up for what is right. About the importance of friendship. So, what have we learned? We've learned English. By immersing ourselves in this incredible story. By listening. By repeating. By understanding. You've expanded your vocabulary. You've grasped new sentence structures. You've improved your pronunciation. You've done it. You've taken a huge step in your English journey. But more than that, we've learned about facing our fears. About trusting our instincts. About the power of true friendship. Harry did it. He faced a monster. He faced Voldemort. He faced his fears. And you can too. You can achieve your English goals. You can achieve any goal. So, what do you do now? Simple. Take action. Rewatch this video. Again and again. Practice shadowing every single word. Speak aloud with confidence. Mimic the American accent you hear. The more you practice, the more fluent you become. Don't stop now. Your journey has just begun. Go out there and make magic happen. Your English future is waiting. What are you waiting for? Start your practice now.